The Red Dot returns to Seattle for a day of bringing people together to learn and grow.
TedX Belltown Women is happening on Saturday with the intent to empower women on both a mental and emotional level. Holly Menino spoke with the organizer about the event and how you can still get involved.
TedX Belltown happening this weekend. Joining me now is the curator and organizer, Liz Gallaway. Liz, thank you so much for being here. Tell me a little bit about TedX for those people that don't know what it is.
Where to start,
Right.
Holly? I mean, so everyone has heard of TED Global, obviously, and the TEDx events are actually more independently organized ones. So anybody can really take ownership of that and create one themselves and get a license. But this year's theme is Reinventing Realities. It's happening this Saturday. We've got a jam-packed day, 7 speakers, local women in the maritime industry, a doctor that speaks up for underserved voices, someone in AI, a professional award-winning rally racer. I mean, it's, yeah, jam-packed. And then on top of that, because I wanted to break up the day and add a little bit more, because we had so many speakers that applied, I wanted to add more voices, and we put 2 panels in to break up the day. So we've got one earlier in the day of all women in color in leadership, and those are local women doing amazing things here. And then one in the afternoon is all women in finance. So it's the future of females in finance that you are going to be moderating.
I'm so thrilled to be able to participate in the event, and that you asked me to moderate that very important discussion as we, prepare women and also give them some ideas of how to be financially independent.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about, you already mentioned the speakers and just this incredible lineup. Why is this something you wanted to do?
I mean, one, really to get integrated into my community. I actually moved here in the middle of the pandemic, and typically I would get really integrated, be hosting all kinds of events and things like that, and I wasn't able to do that. And so wanting to get connected to the community, wanting to really uphold other women, and there's so many cool things going on here. I wanted to share people's stories. So this is a platform for that, and a great way to get that out there.
Yeah, it's admirable to definitely empower other women and to do it this way. Why did you focus on women for this one and the theme of reinventing realities?
Yeah, well, we'll start with reinventing realities. So if anyone who has ever talked to me or knows me probably has heard me mention this, that this is something I absolutely believe in. It's near and dear to my heart because I've reinvented myself many, many times throughout my life. I think it's super important to look at things differently, create new ways, decide what's next. And that's kind of where that theme came from. And I've heard collectively from others that they're really asking themselves the same thing as well. What's next? How can I do things differently? So that's kind of where that came from. And with women, I think that sometimes our voices can be underestimated, overlooked, and so this is a perfect way, just again, to uphold other women that are not just in business, but doing all kinds of cool, innovative things across multiple platforms.
Okay, so the event is on Saturday. It's full, but tell me how people can participate who are watching this segment right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we sold out weeks ago, which is absolutely a sign that people wanted this, right? But so what we did is we anticipated that a little bit and said, you know what, we're going to add a second item, which is our Afterglow after party. So people can join that from 8:30 to 10:30 and come and hang out with live music to kick it off, 2 local DJs, drinks from local vendors here in the Puget Sound, and, just enjoy it. So those tickets are open, and people can find those at TedXBelltownWomen.com.
And if they want to hear any of the speakers, that's posted online later too, right?
It is, yeah.
So they
It'll
can still
take
get
a few months until it's posted on the official TEDx platforms, but absolutely, we say go and check those out, support these women.
Let's talk a little bit more about local, the importance with local. Why do you feel that that is so important? That, I mean, the panelists are local, the speakers are local, the moderators are local.
Yeah. Again, because one, if not the top state, it's one of them, that the state of Washington really is one of the best places that uphold women's voices. Entrepreneurship, I think it is one of the top ones that promotes women in business. Even Visit Seattle, that's one of their top things, is we are the top state that upholds this for women. And so that was a big importance to say, let's get those voices out there once again. And it's a passion of mine personally too. So, I mean, that's a little bit selfish in that way.
That's okay. You're still helping others, which is great. What comes next for TEDx Belltown? We have the event on Saturday, but what do you envision for its future?
Well, we already have people asking us about 2025. How can they get involved? How can I be a sponsor, a speaker, be a volunteer? And we've had so much support. So again, it's a really big sign that people are wanting this. So We haven't opened speakers yet for 2025, so look for those in the spring of 2025 around there. And again, they can submit online for that. We're going to try to go bigger next year and just to have more seats open so that, you know, we don't sell out, or hopefully we will again.
Yeah, you said it was hard to pick because there was such a good selection of speakers that had submitted.
Absolutely. In a short amount of time, we had a 30-day window, and we had to shut it off because there was just too many. We had to make that choice and start prepping. And again, we've already had people say, when are you going to open these up again? I have, you know, so much to say. And I agree with that. I mean, I think there's so many amazing things happening here that we're not going to have any problem choosing amazing speakers for 2025 as well.
Okay, we look forward to that. The evening party is still available. We mentioned that. We'll post a link. Liz, thank you so much, and we look forward to a great event.
Thank you.
I'm so excited for Holly to be a part of this event, and it just seems like there's going to be a room full of just amazing women, all doing something interesting, like she mentioned, in all types of industries.
Yeah, doing very inspirational work. Holly's going to do a great job on that, too.
She will, yeah. Good luck to her. Empowerment. Could use some of that
That's right.
all the time.
Yes.